well. And I took that information freely and was grateful for it, but that's also not what I was going to do, so it didn't freak me out. I think because I was already really deeply committed to the concept of integrative care, I found his response actually, well, it was unsurprising. It was kind of validating. I was just pleased that he was open to working with my complementary and alternative medicine team, whoever they would grow to be, even outside of Block Center. And honestly would have quickly looked for another oncologist if he had answered differently. So the gist in my case is that he was and continues to be supportive, but he was still generally dismissive of any therapies that were unknown to him, and he sort of remains that way in our relationship. But I accept that and utilize him for his expertise, and that is in conventional care and not in any kind of complementary protocols. So I leave him in his lane. He stays in his lane, and I leave him in his lane. I deeply, deeply believe that the metabolic treatments that I've used have not only reduced and mostly eliminated, in fact, at this point, almost completely eliminated side effects from my conventional treatments. But more importantly, they have also contributed to the success of those treatments. That to me is far more important, of course. I now have no evidence of disease about 18 months after my diagnosis of metastatic breast cancer. And all in, pairing metabolic therapy with conventional treatment has turned back the clock for me, has reset the clock, in fact, allowing me to now work from a reestablished baseline of health that supports long-term maintenance at this point, versus undergoing continual invasive and debilitating therapies that ultimately erode my body's ability to heal. Perhaps even more importantly, the metabolic therapies that I've included will continue to promote long-term healing and also prevent recurrences for as long as it's possible. A huge aspect of survival that is actually completely missing from conventional medicine protocols. There is very little about preventative medicine in conventional medicine, at least in conventional cancer care. Conventional treatments can and do stop the bleeding, which they did for me. But metabolic and more generally complementary treatments, as I've come to understand, strengthen the body to the point that it can sustain and even avoid future injury without the bleeding. I am furious about complementary and integrative approaches to cancer care being considered alternative by many and are unknown and inaccessible to most. It is maddening and sad and not to be believed. There are so many disappointing reasons access to these therapies and protocols are hidden and are discouraged and even attacked. I won't get into all of those reasons because there's a lot of them. The relationship between pharmaceutical companies and conventional medicine as a profit-driven business. There's no money in green tea and turmeric, long-ingrained politics, all these things. But they are also all completely unacceptable. It takes an inordinate amount of work mentally, physically, and emotionally to sift through the universe of information out there that is culturally considered alternative, even though a whole galaxy of information within that universe could in fact save your life, my life, many lives. So it is absolutely 1000% necessary, 1000% crucial to be your own advocate. When I realized that I needed to treat my medical team as my employees and not the other way around, which it often feels like, that I'm the boss, I'm their boss, my entire perspective on my health care changed. My body, my decisions, my healing. Your body, your decisions, your healing. It would have been much, much easier to leave my health to my physicians and to not be an active participant and instead be absolved of making any decisions, and certainly of making any hard decisions. Easier, but the consequences would be immense and fatal, perhaps. And to me, that's absolutely unacceptable. I want to live. I want to live my life. I want to live a longer life. I want to be here for my children and my husband and my parents and my family and for myself. That being said, it is incredibly difficult to listen to a licensed physician, one who's spent a tremendous amount of money and time on their professional development, and to choose to disagree with what they're telling you. While they're telling you, while they're looking in your eyes and telling you things that you know can't possibly be true for you. So what I found to be one of the most crucial tools in becoming my own advocate, and what remains critical to my healing, is respect for my intuition. No one knows your body better than you do. And if you feel your relationship with your body is in trouble or non-existent, or you just don't know what your body is telling you at any given time, then that's a fantastic place to start. That's the place to start. Knowing and believing that what you're doing for your body and your life is a level of empowerment that no physician or clinician can give to you. No one can give that to you. Not a single other human on the planet can give that to you. Your body is engineered to heal, and you hold all the power and control. Your body. It's not a cliche that you often hear cancer survivors and thrivers talk about their cancer being the best thing that ever happened to them. Cancer can be a signal and a signpost and a redirection, a big freaking billboard pointing in the direction of a healthier and happier and more fulfilling life. But it's completely up to you and up to us as those living with cancer to choose and ultimately take that path. And then, even more importantly, to heal and to persist. To heal and to persist. To keep going. So I would say to anyone watching this, my story, I would say read, research, Reacquaint yourself with your body. Challenge the status quo. Dedicate yourself completely and never look back. Your life is changed now and will forever be. Don't give yourself a plan B. Do not go back to the life that you once lived, because it is different now. Live now your best life. And I promise you, you can do it.